Hi, good morning. I am Amber Legato, and today is Magical Monday. And this is the first episode of my new series for the foundations. And I realized that this is the first part to the window of tolerance that I promised you before. But this is for January. January is all about resolutions and foundations. The foundations to how we create, how we manifest the life that we actually want to be living instead of the life that we've been living, right? Did you do your resolutions last year or the year before or the year before that? How do you feel about it this year? We're 1 week in already to January. And, for me, honestly, I feel like this year's different. I don't feel the weight and the heaviness of what I used to feel at the beginning of the year every year before. And I feel truly it's because I've mastered the idea of the foundations to manifestation, the foundations to creating new habits in your life, to changing the person that you are into the person that you want to be. So let's get started. I'm so excited. Today's episode is about awareness. Yes, awareness. What does that mean? For me, it means mindfulness. It means the ability to be consciously present right here and now in the moment. And not just right here and now, but also about the past and possibilities in the future. It's this ability to kind of hold an observational look to everything around you. And the reality that we have right now in our day and age is that social media and technology has taken over most people's awareness. So ask yourself, are you aware of the things that you think, of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis? Are you aware of how you're feeling, where you're feeling it in your body? Or are you just trying to get through every single day? Okay, so first things first, I made a journal for you guys this month, and it's just for January. It's going to have more things added onto it next month and the month after, all those things, right? Like different pieces will be added to it. But for right now, it's a digital journal that you can download on PayHip. I have a link in my bio. But some of the things that are on there that we will be doing. And so if you get the journal today, this will be for this last week. I want you to sit and I want you to reflect about your week. Okay. So one of the things that you'll be doing is the top 3 things I did this week. Okay. So for me, I had a 2.5 week break with my child at home. I'm also recording this right now on Monday, and I'm going to have this ready for you guys today because I had a 2.5 week break with my kiddo at home. It's so hard to find me time. It's so hard to be able to do things for myself. So the top 3 things that I did this week for me, I started my YouTube channel. Over the past week, I've been doing videos, even though it was really difficult for me to record, edit, and get it out. I was grateful for Addie to take a nap the day before yesterday because I recorded a video and I edited it for 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to edit that video, you guys, with the sounds, the captions, all of it. It was awesome. It was fun, but 2 hours of editing. Okay. The second thing I did was I got my gym membership back. I'm so excited. It's been almost a year since I've been to the gym. And I was going for 1.5 years. So I'm stoked to be back inside the gym. And the third thing that I did this last week, I rested. I did. I don't rest very often, and I don't take time to just like chill and not get up in here and crazy and wild in my brain, but I rested. And I'm really proud of myself for that. So, all right. So then the most rewarding interaction. I would have to say that my most rewarding interaction this week was with my daughter. We actually really deeply connected more than once this week, but my favorite was when she wanted to build a fort in our living room, and she called it her house, and we were neighbors, and she wrote me this really cute little sign that said, "I love you, neighbor," and she spelled it N-A-B-R-E, neighbor. Cutest thing in the whole world. I felt proud of myself this week. And next week, I want to accomplish having my episode for Monday recorded prior to Monday. And the best thing about this week, again, I really connected with my child this week, and I was really proud of myself because I was very much over the break this week. And so I'd give this week probably about a 4-star rating. So that's kind of what you have to look forward to in the journal. It's really important that you sit with these things, and they're just meant to help you become more aware. But this brings me to my next piece here. I read a post this week, and this is really great. It's from Michael Tong, who is an English football coach and a former player. And it says, it's the small habits, how you spend your mornings, how you talk to yourself, what you read and what you watch, who you share your energy with. That will change your life. Okay, so these are the kinds of things that we need to be more aware of, more devout in creating boundaries for. And if we don't know what we're doing, what we're saying, what we're thinking, who we're sharing our energy with, if we don't know, then we have no awareness. And if we don't have awareness, we do not have the capability of changing our life, of changing our habits, of changing our circumstances. Because without awareness, life runs you. If you think about it, when you have a car, most of us have vehicles. If you don't know what your vehicle needs, if you don't know where your vehicle's health is at or where the fluids are at, then you're most likely going to break down in an inconvenient time, not knowing what's wrong with your car because you don't take the time to get to know your car. The same thing is, with your body and your diet and your exercise habits. If you don't know your limits, if you don't know what you need, you're just kind of winging it, and you probably get sick or you have allergies or whatever it is that you're not paying attention to because you don't have awareness of your body. So when we're thinking about awareness, it's so important that you understand the value of awareness, that you understand that awareness is the number one thing to changing your reality. Because if you don't know what to change, how can you change it? If you don't know why you're not manifesting the thing that you want, and when I say manifesting, I mean if you're not getting the things that you desire, if you're not bringing into fruition, tangible physical reality, the new job that you desire, the new career path, the education you desire, the body you want, the hairstyle you want, whatever it is, if you do not know what it is that is blocking you from getting there, how can you ever get there? If you don't know what's in your way, if you don't know what's pulling you back, if you don't know what you need to push you forward, if you don't know, how can you ever get there? And so one thing that I've always lived by is, this goes for like people surrounding me. You know what? I'm going to pause for a second and I want to take a quick break because I want to share this commercial with you really quick. Hi, thanks for watching my show. I really appreciate you. We're taking a quick break. Do you struggle with anxiety or pain in general? I struggle with anxiety like nobody's business. Having complex PTSD and ADHD has made it incredibly difficult for me to be in social situations. I get extreme anxiety anytime I think that somebody might think something about me, or when I'm out in public with my child and she might be a little more energetic than I want her to be, or whatever is the circumstance that's causing me anxiety. And over the last few years, I found that CBD has been one of the most valuable products that I could find to help me with my anxiety. And it also helps with pain. And so I don't want this to be confused with THC. It's not THC, it's just CBD. It's not a drug. It is a valuable plant medicine that helps with anxiety and pain management. So Panacea is a company that I am an affiliate marketer for, and I have a link that you can click on for a discount, which is really cool. But these cherry bomb CBD gummies are absolutely amazing. There's really no effect other than it gets rid of anxiety and it helps with pain. I take a gummy before I work out at the gym, and it has almost completely gotten rid of normal soreness for me. And that's just my own experience. Everybody else's experiences might be different, but if you haven't tried it, Panacea Cherry Bomb CBD. There's 20 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. These are delicious. They taste like candy. There's lots of other products that you can check out on the website. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Okay, thank you so much for watching that quick little commercial that I made. It's really important to support the people that you watch by watching their commercials or, buying the products that they are affiliate marketing with. I personally am a full-time mom, so this is how I am paying my bills, which is, weird and different, but this is 2024 and, we can make money online nowadays. So thank you for watching my little commercial. So when we're talking about our surroundings and our environment and the people that we allow into our lives or the people who have access to us, one thing that I really live by that has changed my life is that if somebody is trying to give me advice, do they have the life that I want? Do they have a lifestyle that I would like to have myself? If they don't, I don't have any desire or intention on taking their advice or listening to what they have to say. Completely, truly, honestly, that is the most blunt that I can be. And, I've, even with my best friends, I've had opportunities where I've had to say, and I know opportunity sometimes can be a positive thing, but it can also feel like a negative thing. It can feel really difficult to make this happen. But I've had a best friend try to give me advice about, I may have been venting about something, and I very quickly stopped her and said, I really appreciate that you want to help me, but that advice doesn't help me, and I don't want your advice. I was just venting, and I'm sorry if you thought that I wanted advice. I was just, releasing my frustrations. And, I think that's really important. Again, awareness. Are you aware that somebody's giving you advice that may not be welcomed? How does it feel in your body? When somebody starts to speak to you about something, if you don't feel good in your body, it's okay to say stop. It's okay to be like, whoa, I can't go there with you right now. I had another, there was an audio I listened to recently that was just really intense and powerful that I wanted to share, but I'm not sure where the audio came from, and I will bring that into maybe next week's episode. But a big part that it said was that in the beginning, when you're making changes, sometimes you have to force yourself to change. When we're learning about brain health and we're learning about the way the brain works, our brain craves safety and security, and it finds safety and security in the familiar. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this over the last year or two with all this mental health stuff coming out. And I wouldn't say it's a trend. I think that it's absolutely the beginning of a powerful shift in our reality as human beings. We're starting to realize how important our brain is and how important brain health is, because our brain controls everything in the body. So when your brain craves security and it finds security and safety in the familiar, that is why you can't create new habits. It's literally the one block that is the biggest problem, is that your brain craves familiar. Your brain wants you to do the same things over and over and over again. It's why it's frustrating. It's why you beat yourself up when you can't make things change. So my favorite thing was that this audio said, in the beginning, you have to force yourself. In the beginning, you have to make changes. You have to do it. You have to push yourself against the grain of the uncomfortability you feel in your brain. So for instance, I got a gym membership last week. I went 2 days in a row and hurt like hell the third day. So I didn't go the third day, but you better believe I went the fourth day. And then the next day my cycle started. So I was like, but I want to go back today and tomorrow. It's like a no option. You don't give yourself any other option. You just go. Mel Robbins has this really great thing with the 5-second rule. It's one of my favorite things that has really shifted the way I think about things, because your brain will always put up excuses. Your brain will always give you options because it wants you to be safe. So when you're trying to make changes and you're trying to make new habits, 5-second rule means 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, go do it. Move, make the action happen. Another fun thing for your brain is if you start changing little pieces of your day, it will make you less apt to fight new things, which is really cool. So like if you take a walk every day, make a shift in like crossing the street differently, or take a different route, or walk a different path, or walk a different, nature walk, whatever it is that you do, change it just a hair, a little bit, makes all the difference in the world for your brain, because then it won't fight with you so much when you do start making changes. So if your resolution is to lose weight, I feel like that's like the number one resolution that people go through, is losing weight. If your resolution is losing weight, don't put the heaviness of the weight loss into your brain. Put the heaviness into your habits, into your brain. Does that make sense? If you want to lose weight, make it no other option than to move every day. Every day you need to have some sort of movement for 30 minutes. You give yourself a goal every day that is non-negotiable. You cannot negotiate unless, your body is quitting on you and you need to go to the doctor and find out what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's that big of a deal. And, your body might make that big of a deal when you're making changes that might be sudden. It might be a shock to your system. Sometimes our body gets sick because it's like, I don't like this. We need to stop, So another thing is like, take it easy. Do one thing at a time. So like, if you just want to be overall healthier, start with a glass of water every morning when you wake up. I'm trying to do this. I have a cup of coffee every morning, and so I'm trying to switch it off and be like one cup of water in the morning and then coffee, because that water is going to energize you for the day. That water is something your body's already craving, because most of us are already dehydrated. So that's one step you can do. And once you've got it down and you don't feel like your body is fighting you anymore, then move to the next thing. Healthier breakfast, or a healthier option for lunch, or healthier snacks throughout the day. Whatever it is that your choice is, take it one step at a time. Remember that there are 365 days in a year. You don't need to shift into making it happen right away. And that's really hard for a lot of people, because we live in a instant gratification system. We want that instant gratification. And I love, Mel Robbins does this, a part of her habits is the high five habit. Or what is it? The $1 Million Morning. That's what she calls it. The $1 Million Morning. But high five habit is like, you pick one thing that you want to do. For her, it's making the bed. She makes the bed in the morning and then she high fives herself in the mirror to say, good job, I did it. So it's another way to change the way your brain is operating around these small changes. You drink a glass of water in the morning, high five yourself in the mirror because you drink a glass of water in the morning and you haven't done that the last 365 days. So I love that it's like, take small steps. One step a day will get you 365 days closer, or 365 steps closer to that goal, than if you didn't take any steps at all or tried to make one giant leap. It doesn't work that way. Take one step at a time. If you want to change who you are as a whole, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I have been for the last few months, is like changing how I see who I am and how I see myself as a person, and how I see other people in my life and how they see me. That's kind of like where my resolution, my goals are at right now, is changing how I see myself and trying to see myself with more love and compassion. So my first step was putting a picture of myself when I was like 2 on my screen, on my home screen for my phone. And I haven't done that before. I've seen a lot of other people do this. And I honestly, like, every time I see myself in the phone or in the mirror, I just kind of smile and I'm like, hey, I love you. And that's different. It's weird. It's not the way we were ever taught to like treat ourselves, but I will tell you that I definitely feel it these days. And I definitely love who I am and who I see myself becoming and how I show up for others. That's my favorite thing about myself, that I love that I have this ability to really dive into other people and help them in a way that is really beneficial to who they are. So yeah, one step at a time. Take it easy. Yeah, Okay, I think that we are about finished. Again, I am editing this video. I'm doing all the work today. It's coming out soon. I'm so excited. And coming into next week, we're going to be talking about visualization. So if you did get the download, the journal download, change the week 2. I wrote habits, but I think that's actually week 3. So just write down visualization for week 2. Don't do that one yet. We'll wait until next Monday to do that. And again, go over this last week. Write your resolution at the top of the page. What is it that you're wanting to create for yourself this year? And then going through the week, what did the week look like for you? Write down your top 3 things that you did, the most rewarding interaction that you had this last week. How did you feel this week? If you don't know, do not shame yourself. Just breathe through it. Those thoughts might come to you through this next week of the things that you felt this last week. And you might have felt, 7 different emotions. Write them down. It's okay to write them down. It's okay for you to feel things. And then what do you want to accomplish next week? What are you looking to do next week? Just pick one thing. It doesn't have to be exciting. It doesn't have to be huge. It could be next week I want to clean up my car. Next week I want to do some laundry. It literally doesn't matter what it is. I want to write a paper. I want to start an outline to a book I've been thinking about. I want to audition for something. I want to, I don't know. You tell me. Tell me in the comments, what is it that you want to accomplish next week? Oh, please subscribe. I'm like, oh yeah, please subscribe. If you got value out of this, click the share button, and I want you to share it with your 3 best friends. Please and thank you. And then rate your week this week. Mine was a 4. It could always be better in my mind. I'm a perfectionist, I'll be honest. So. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it with your 3 friends if you found this valuable and informing. Yeah, bring in Magical Mondays back, you guys. I'm so excited. We did this last time on my podcast that I did. Last year was Venus and Mars through Mercury. Now it is I am Amber Legato, because I am Amber Legato and I don't have to put limits on myself. What's up? Happy Magical Monday. Have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Monday. Hi, I'm Amber Legato, and this is really awkward for me. I am not accustomed to pre-recording videos anymore. This is how I first started, and then I started going live on Facebook and Instagram for a really long time, and now I want to explore the realms of YouTube. And unfortunately, YouTube wants me to have 500 subscribers before I can ever go live. And so I'm in not my comfort zone right now. This is not my thing. I don't like to talk to myself. I don't like to talk to the camera. I like to have an intentional conversation with people. I decided that YouTube